Hey kids, it's me, Tony, the Stubborn Stitcher. How are you? It's been a little over a week since I've been here. If you're new, my name is Tony. Like I said, this is my YouTube channel that discusses cross stitch. I know, it's very exciting. So welcome back, all of you who've been around for a while. Welcome those of you that are new subscribers. Hello. I'm so happy you're here. I'm happy everybody's here, but I'm really happy you're here because you're new, and I need to break you in. No, not really. So it's a lovely day here in South Texas. It's been icky for the past week. We have been plagued by not only mountain cedar, known locally as cedar fever, but also mold allergies as well. So I'm very glad to see the sun. And it's a balmy 75 degrees out, so if you were in the middle of a blizzard, I'm sorry. But not really. Anyway, so what else is new? It's kind of been a bummer week. When the virus that shall not be named first started out, I really didn't know anybody that was bothered by it, had family members bothered by it. But it seems like more and more, I guess, the more people affected, the closer, you are likely to know people. And I've had several friends that have lost family members in the last week, and or from that for other things. I had a coworker that I just found out. He had left the company before I did, but he was much younger, and come to find out, both he and his wife passed away, different issues, a couple of months apart from each other. So it's kind of one of those weeks, right? And but I do have cross stitching that kind of gives you something. Cross stitching is like a lot of crafts or a lot of hobbies that when you're feeling kind of down, you can kind of concentrate on something different, and it kind of takes your mind off of how you're feeling and sort of the general blah of life at the moment. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because actually I have things to show you. Get this, don't be shocked. I have a finished object. Not only is it a finished object, it was a start and finish object. No. SFO? I don't know. There's a name for it now. Somebody gave it a name. Anyway, well, let's start talking about what I've been doing, what I've been stitching, what I've been buying, what I plan to be doing. By the way, I cracked my phone, and I'm probably going to have to get a new phone. Well, I wasn't going to get a new phone with two things. I have an iPhone 6 because phones cost way too much money. And I finally cracked the glass. It hit the wrong way. I don't know how many times I've dropped it and nothing has happened. But this time it did. Secondly, Apple, in its infinite wisdom, won't let you hold on to something forever and ever. No. So they start pushing out system upgrades that you can't upgrade to your device. And then all these applications you have on your phone say, no, I'm sorry, you need to have iOS 13 or above for this application to run anymore. Well, guess what? You have an iPhone 6. Apple won't let you get iOS 13. So I will be getting a different phone. Well, it'd still be an iPhone. I'm sorry. I just like my iPhone. I know, it's crazy. I should get a Samsung, but I'm not. I'm going to keep what I have. And I'm not going to go out and buy an iPhone 12 or something and spend $1,200. Nope. I'm going to get me a nice used iPhone 8, and that'll last 3 or 4 years, and we'll go from there. You know, the older you get, the more you really want to sink into any type of commitment. Okay, never mind. Let's see. You want to see stuff. So, my little start and finish. It's little. It's little. I, as many people have, get Liz Matthews' newsletter. If you do not, you should. I like her stuff. And she was doing a little series of smalls. And the first one was called Hope. And she had 2 models. Since it's free, I can show you this. A large one and a small one. A lot of people have done the large one. I thought, well, let me try the little one. I'll try the little one, see how I like it. Okay, for the spatially challenged, even something small can be problematic. See this H? Let me show you the H. This H. See this H? Let me show you. See that H? You would think, how hard can that be? Do you know I spent an hour stitching that thing and frogging things out and redoing it because I stared at it and I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't tell you where it was wrong because I had things backwards. So, just want to share that. Anyway, I think a lot of people have done these monochromatically. There wasn't a color, you know, any colors assigned, but I wanted a little color, so here's mine. Can you see this? Let me see. Let's do this. So, that's mine. I just used, what did I use? Oh, I used Sulky. I did use Sulky. I did do a couple of the blendables on the leaves and on the little flower. The little flower was a pain too because, again, spatially challenged. I was putting things that weren't there and not putting things that were there. So, but I did this in a little over a day. I did the inside in a day, and then I did the border the next day. So I think I'll make a pillow or something. I don't know. But I don't have any supplies for that. And I'm not going out because it's just, the numbers in my city are kind of bad for us. And one of these days we'll get the vaccination. They're doing vaccinations here. And we could both qualify. But you have to like call a number or whatever, and it's millions of people have called that number. So that's my little finish. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I had decided I was going to go back and pick up a couple of things, maybe 1 or 2 things that I had touched and put away. One of which was this. It was from Bee Cottage, and it was called the Queen Bee. Really cute. It's very small. It was on 28. I had some sort of 28 count. Let's see. I used whatever, lamb's wool linen over 2. So I just, got it. And I got it from, I bought this from Reflections Framing and Stitching in Nebraska. Julie has a YouTube channel that she owns the shop, and she highlights a chart every time she does a video usually, and then I thought, well, that's cute. It's when I first started back, and it's only 42 by 46, the width and height. But there's beading, there's a lot of borders involved in all this. So, I mean, you know, it's fairly intricate. And I had started it on the lamb's wool, and it had been the first time I ever used linen. And I hated it. And I thought, I'm never using linen again. Because, look, I want you to see this. This is like gauze. It's like gauze. And I thought, well, this is terrible. But then I put it away, and I would come back, and I would do a little bit, and it was like, okay, now I used linen on other things, and so I was a little more used to things. So this last time, I came back, and I put in some of the body more and stuff, and tried to do some of the back stitching. And I just don't like this lamb's wool. It's too, I just feel like I'm losing stitches and stuff, because I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't use 28, maybe I should use something else. So, but I didn't want to go buy something, so I went and looked at my stash. And I do have some 28 count vintage country mocha casual. So when you look at the two, I mean, there's a big difference to me. Maybe not to you, but to me there is. I think part of it is this has more slubs in it, but it just feels more open weave. So I got this. I mean, I had it, and I thought, well, it might be a little too dark. And I was listening to, who was I listening to? And I learned, because I'm an idiot, that, because I always hear people talk about vintage country mocha. It's like, it's very popular. Everybody uses it. And I thought, well, okay. So I got it, because I thought, and I thought, well, this might be too dark. And then somebody on FlossTube said, oh, you know, most people know this, but country mocha, vintage country mocha, isn't dyed, it's stamped. Did you know that? Am I like the last person in FlossTubeville to know this? And I had never noticed that if you take this and you turn it around, it's a different, there's nothing printed on it. It's just a piece of linen. So I may use the unvintage country mocha side, because I think it's a closer match. Because I was afraid that the stitches might get lost on the, I don't know, it might be okay. We'll try it. I can always flip it around. Anyway, did you know that? Did you know that? That this is printed, it's not even dyed? Because, oh, it was Julie. It was Julie in Reflections Framing, and I always forget what. Hold on. Reflections Framing and Stitching. She's the one. Because she knows, because she has a shop. Because she was saying the pattern on this. You can either run the pattern this way or that way. And she had a preference, and I can't remember what it is. Anyway, I learned something every day watching FlossTube. So I'm going to start this over. I think I'll be happy. I may use Sulky since it's 2/2 and see if that does better. I really like Sulky threads. So, anyway, that's that. We did that one. This is my pre-printed from China cross stitch. I've gotten a little bit more on this. So you're beginning to see what the true colors are because they print these with different colors. So if something looks orange, maybe it's dark blue or something like that. I really have only gotten this top part, but you can start seeing the blues because mostly the cup is golds and creams, and then the banding are different shades of blue with, I think, a little gold. So it's kind of fun. I enjoy it because this is something I can do and really watch FlossTube at the same time and not worry about, getting something messed up because I'm not paying attention. So it's fun. I don't have to think about it. And then the bane of my existence right now. This is my Stitchonomy Sal. It's going 15 weeks. We're on week 13. And I think I mentioned last time how much I'm sick of snowflakes. And I'll be darned. We get a new row every 3 days. The very next one, snowflakes. Snowflakes. I'm sick of snowflakes. I know it's a winter song. So yeah, you're gonna have snowflakes, but I'm sick of snowflakes. So anyway, I've done like a couple on each row to kind of keep my place, but no, I'll go back and do it. I have an idea of what I might do. It's just, they're driving me nuts because some of them are too geometric, and we go back to my spatially challenged mind, and it's not great. But it is cute. I mean, I don't want to disregard it. It is a cute little, so here it is. Little houses, little trees, dreaded snowflake, little caps, dreaded snowflakes, little mittens, more snowflakes, and those are mugs. I haven't finished those. And of course, I swear, every one of these, there's something wrong with it. And lo and behold, I have one mug. I put an extra stitch in the row. That'll be Dad's. Anyway, we have two more rows and we're done. So this will free up a little time for other stuff. So that's that. And then, there's more. So when I decided the bee thing I was going to have to put on hold for a little while, I went back to my Jean Farish Hearts Come Home at Christmas sampler that I had started and I was doing okay with. But once I got to this dark blue border, it was awful because my hair, I got up here without something to put my hair back. And then you would think I could find something, but no. So this is why my hair is down. Anyway, it was such a little booger. And I mean, it's not perfect by any means. I made it work. I had to frog like a quarter of that border because it was messed up. I got off count somewhere. They kind of have to match up at the end. So I put it away. So I took it back out, and I've done this outside border, and there'll be leaves and little. They look like flowers, but I think they're supposed to be strawberries. And I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. I mean, it's really precious. And I like it. And I don't generally like samplers. They usually make me break out in a sweat, but this one was okay. So this is what it looks like. So my plan is, because the little border went okay, this little outside border, the reason there's a gap is when I printed out, you can put the year here, is to each week do a component. Like 1 week I'll do leaves, maybe the leaves and the strawberries, and then 1 week I'll do the verbiage and stuff. So I'd like to get that finished because I really do like it. Now that I got through the dreaded border. And then the last thing is my other sal, which is a black work sal, which so far I'm really enjoying. So this one, so each week, it lasts a year. It's through the peppermint purple, and it's going to be a sort of it's a square, but it's kind of diamond shaped. It's like do, okay, like that. And each week you get one square, and they're different patterns. So here is where I am. We're on week 4. So we have 1 month in the books. So this was the newest one. This one was from last week. Everybody said they look like boobs. I thought they looked like those little campers, little pop-up campers, old-fashioned pop-up campers. Some people thought they looked like something else. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun. Because, once again, I'm spatially challenged. It's multicolored not because I'm using variegated, because I'm not. But what I am doing is I'm trying to break out each component to a different color so I can do it. Because if I do it that way, it makes more sense in my mind. Okay. I got a lot done. I'll tell you why. Here's the deal. My stitchy chair is in our room. Our room is kind of my room because my husband is disabled. And because of his issues, he uses a hospital bed. Well, we don't have the hospital bed in with our room, and he gets up a lot at night. And so what we did is we never used the dining room, so we gave away the dining room furniture, and we moved his bed because it was in the living room. Hello. Say hi to James. Put it in our living room, in the dining room, and so I set that up so that's kind of like a bedroom for him. So it didn't feel so much like he was on display. And so, but it's still off the living room, which is why I stitch in the other room. And I bought a light, because I bought a light, not a knot light, I bought cheapy light off Amazon. And it's worked fine. But I have to be in that room to stitch because I can't see without a really strong light. So I can't like watch TV and stitch like a lot of people do because it doesn't work for me. I even tried that pre-printed thing. I thought, well, I'm not having to count. But even then, I couldn't see it. And it's very disappointing because that means I either have to do it sometime during the day. I have other stuff to do. Or when I go to bed at night, which means if I want to do any amount of stitching, I'm up till midnight, which I don't want to be. So I thought, Tony, just buy another stupid light. Wow, revelation. So I went online, back to Amazon, I was going to get a light like I had because I know it works. There's like 4 levels of light, 4 different types of light. It's LED, so one has more of a yellow warm tone, one's more cool tone, and so I found the same light, but that I was looking around and I found another light that had a better coupon. Most of the times these have coupons. So the first light I bought had been about $36, $38, $39, I can't remember. So I thought, well, let me try a second one, because what I liked about the second one is you could adjust the height. I can't do that on the one I have, which hasn't been an issue. But I thought, well, let me try it because it's a different setup, in our room. It's a larger chair. I think it's a little higher up or whatever. Anyway, so I bought it, and it works great because I can have it closer in and lower. So if we're watching TV, it's not gonna bother my husband. Like, why is there a big light in my face? So I thought what I'll do is at some point I will do a little compare and contrast in case you would be interested. Now the one I got had a better coupon, so I got it for like $31. 31? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because I think it had an $8, no. Yeah, it may have. Anyway, had an $8 coupon, so I got it for a pretty good price. And 2-day shipping, or whatever, with Amazon. I like it, and it has a remote control, which I don't really need. It's set up different. It has about the same amount of light, but the fact that I can get it lower is really good for where I am. But everybody's different. It works a little differently. But I'll do, if you guys want, I'll do like a little review of both of them. And then I'll put the information about both of them on that. It'll be a little FlossTube extra. Fun. Okay. What else? Haul. I got some more sulky threads, just one of those little 5-packs. Got off of eBay, I think. But I think through the 31st, if you go to sulky.com, and I found this out from Joy Filled Stitcher, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So thanks, Annie. Because while I'm listening to her, I'm going on the site. They're having like a warehouse sale, and they had sort of you get what you get. It's kind of like a grab bag, but it's the big spools, not the little spools. So it's 300 yards, 500 yards, something like that, and you get 4 or 5 I think it's 4 blendables and 4 regular colors, but it's whatever you get. But it's like $17.95. But those, if you had bought them, would be more. It's like a $65 value. So I went online, and it's like, I don't care what they are, I'm going to get them. But they have other stuff. So if you do quilting or where you use different weights of thread, you might find some stuff on there. Really good price. Anyway, that's it. That's not here yet. Then, I did get Color and Cotton, and several people have shared theirs for December, so they're catching up. Because I think 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, I got November, so they must be back on, geared So I'm going to do it this way. Here are the colors. Aren't those pretty? Okay, let's do it that way. Aren't those pretty? Very spring. So it's Kris Kringle, which that doesn't really look red, it looks pink. These are really, let's see, so Kris Kringle, orange soda. I'm going to take these out. Nightshade, Petal, and Everest. So I guess that's because that's a little icy blue. just think those are pretty colors. And that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty true on camera, the colors. It's nice to see something springish. This feels hopeful. And then, speaking of Liz Matthews, I watched one day one of her videos, and she has the Days of Christmas samplers series. She's done 3 of the 12 days, and they're very cute. But what I thought was even cuter is she made little trees out of them. Let me take this out. And I thought, this is adorable. I can even do this. Because you just kind of score the chart appropriately. You stitch it up. And you just make this little little tree. And she used a little frog and like a tree twig or something. And I thought, that's because we don't really decorate at Christmas. But I thought, you know, these would be really cute on a mantle because you could space them out. It'd be very festive. And you're done. Because we don't really have family that can travel, so it's just us. We don't have kids. The dogs don't care. And so so I found these on eBay, and the seller was doing combined shipping. So this is the first day. So partridge in a pear tree. And the charts look really simple. There's not, you know, a bunch of confetti or anything. The kind of, you know, sampler, primish, that word? It's now. And then the second day is the 2 turtle doves. Has a little, you can put people's initials, like family members, on the little houses. And then the third day are the 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. Is that right? Yeah, because she's got Noel, so it's French. Because I'm smart that way. Anyway, so yeah. And I'm hoping that since she's talking about new releases, that part of the releases will be the next in the series. I got a little thank you card from one of the folks that won my little giveaway. So I got a little note from Tanya, and I'll put her FlossTube down below. But she sent me a real sweet card, and she does photography. So the card she sent me, she took that photo. Isn't that cool? Very cool. And she sent another card, and then this is just like a note. This is like, it kind of looks like I just thought of Godzilla versus the Ark. Okay, don't laugh. Anyway, I'll put her information down below, but I really appreciated it. It was fun to get something in the mail. And so, let me tell you, don't get old. This is why this is a little bit late, because I usually come up here to film. And the other day, out of nowhere, I started hurting, like right, kind of not my hips, right above my hips, but it wasn't like, I thought, do I have a kidney infection or something? But it wasn't that. And just, it was intermittent, but sometimes I'd go to get up and it was like, ow, ow, that hurts. So I was trying to figure out what the heck is that? And then of course you go to Dr. Google and to see if I'm, have some dreaded something or other, which it didn't appear I did. But so, you just, Google is a bad thing. And I'm looking at human anatomy photos. I thought, okay, what bones? Where am I in the bones? And then I realized that the pain was right above, like your pelvic bone. And apparently there is a ligament or something, stretch of muscle or something right there that you can injure. Mostly athletes do that. But I thought, I think that's what it is, because it's kind of like muscular, but it's not really a muscle, but it's something. And I was trying to think, I haven't done anything. I haven't fallen, tripped down the stairs. I hadn't done anything, haven't been picking up anything heavy. But then I remembered the other day I'd taken my husband to the doctor, and we were rolling around, and I was going to put him, in the car, or roll him up to the car or something, but there was like a bus, like a speed bump or something, and I just clipped it, and I clipped it just enough not to fall, but you know how you kind of catch yourself, you kind of go to do it and then you catch yourself. So I did the little couple of steps, and then I'm okay. And I think somewhere in there, because when you get old, it didn't take much, that I jarred something in my body, and now I hurt. Oh, for the days when you're young and you can just fall and bounce right back up. It wasn't even a fall, and I'm hurting. As my husband says, youth is wasted on the young. Remember that, those of you who are young. So what are my plans? Well, my plan is hopefully, let's see, we got the last, yesterday I think we got, Thursday or Friday, we got the 13th row. So this upcoming week should be the finish of my winter cell, which I'll be happy to do it. I want to finish it because the Halloween one I just gave up on. So that leaves me open maybe to start something, but I need to go back to the Prim Village because I just had left that dying on the vine. So I need to pick that back up again. I'm going to start back up on my little bee. I'll be working on my other sal, my black work sal. So yeah, so hopefully I get more time in now that I have 2 lamps, 2 lights, and maybe I'll start something. I don't know. Maybe not. Just whatever I want to do. I think that's really it. I mostly did stitching. What a thought. What a concept. So, I am done for this week. If I get time, I'll do that sort of review comparison of my 2 stitchy lights and post that as well. Otherwise, I will see you sometime in the next week to 10 days, which seems about how often I post. So, have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Hopefully, we're going to turn the corner soon, and it won't be a maze. And, so wear your mask. Just, if you don't think it does any good, do it anyway for other people so they feel good. Because sometimes, the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you were afraid, you would want other people to wear their mask, even if you're not afraid. So wear your mask. Stay kind of far apart from people. I know it's hard. The grocery store is like, why are all you people congregating in the same aisle? And wash your hands. Do all those things they tell you to do. Stay safe. Nothing's worth getting sick or losing your life or losing someone you love's life. I can always go to Joann's a couple of months from now, or Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, and right now it's the grocery store and I come home. It's temporary. I keep adjusting my glasses. Anyway, that's it. So goodbye. I'll see you later.